Hey, thanks for seeing me again. Well, we made the move. It was overall pretty successful. We're all settled into the new house here, and it's just so hard. I feel like I'm not fitting in. And I don't know, part of me feels like I don't even really know who I am anymore. I still wear my jewelry and everything from Solomon's, and I don't know, my parents say that I'm holding on too much, and I feel like I'm not holding on enough. I'm not fitting in. The other day I went out with some friends and we went over to this fast food place, and the driver was like, oh, hey, okay, so everyone, we're gonna pass around this piece of paper and then you can write down what you want to order. And I went last because I didn't even know the menu, and all the other kids knew it by heart, and I was like, how do you know this? Like, it's just not something I grew up with. I don't go to fast food places very often. I'm only here in the US every 4 to 5 years, and it was such a train wreck. I was so embarrassed. I just want to start crying right there, It's the worst experience of my life. And I keep missing my friends overseas, so I'm staying awake, to be in their time zone. And, my parents say that I'm living with one foot there and one foot here, and I'm stuck in the doorway, I just miss it so much. And everyone here moves so quickly, in the islands we would just meander and take our time, and it was great, I could appreciate everything, but here everyone's just so fast and always on the move, and I'm so behind on everything. It's just really overwhelming, Like in the past, we would work to catch up on things, but I always knew I was leaving again. And so it didn't really matter that I didn't know things. It was awkward, yeah, but this time it's not just awkward, it's really, really embarrassing, and I don't know. I stopped going out. I don't even know how to make friends this time. Everything's so different. Reverse culture shock is hitting me so hard. Last time we were in America, they didn't have self-checkout, so now when we go to the grocery store, it's like this huge, confusing, quick, I gotta scan everything, and everyone's looking at me because, I'm taking so long to figure out how to work it, and, everything's touchscreen, and, it's like the little things, everyone else here just evolved with technology, but I lived overseas in a third world country where we don't have those things. And then there's things like tax. In the islands, if it says $5, it's $5. Here, if it's $5, it might mean $5.19. And so then I give them a $5 because that's what I thought that it cost me. But then they're like, oh, it's actually 19 more cents. And then I'm looking through trying to find more change, and it's so awkward. I just want to be home. I just want to be back in the islands. It just doesn't feel like a good fit for me. But this is where I live now, and so I have to adapt. And I'm so good at adapting everywhere else, it seems, except for my passport country. I'm not trying to be a rebel, at least, I don't think I am. But it's always felt like adapting to my passport country just is never as easy. It's never the same, you know, when I go to other cultures. It's just so much easier to fit in overseas. You know, I walk around flip-flops all the time and people have, you know, nice shoes on, and I'm just really comfortable in flip-flops or not wearing any shoes at all, and I don't know. Sometimes my friends make fun of me, and instead of saying something like, you know, in the past moves, I would stand up and say, I'm just TCK, you know? I'm an islander, I'm from the islands, but this time, I'm here in America now, and it's more permanent, you know? So I just have to keep evolving, I guess. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard. I have all these pictures and videos from the islands. I just keep rewatching them and replaying them, and I listen to nothing but island music, and you know, songs here come on the radio and all the friends are like, you know, singing and laughing and dancing to it, and I don't even know the lyrics to them, so I just sit there quietly and I'm just not fitting in. I don't know. Like, this just isn't working. I just want to go home. Like, this isn't the place for me. And I feel so, I just feel so displaced, you know? And I don't want to be here. I don't. This isn't a home for me. You know, in all the other moves growing up, I could always say, yeah, Solomon's home. But I live here now. Long term, for the short term at least. I just feel so disconnected from society. English isn't even the same here. They've got so much slang that I barely understand what anyone's saying. I'm not fitting in. Nothing feels right. I'm sad all the time, and I get so angry. Angry that I'm here and not home, and it was the hardest move ever. Saying goodbye to all my island aunties and uncles, and usually goodbye was only for a year, give or take, but this time I didn't even have anything to say, you know. I don't know when I'll be back. I know I will be. I just don't know when, and that uncertainty kind of really scares me. I don't know. There's a lot for me to learn, and I mean, I know I'll get there. It's just hard. But, you know, it's just another part of what life is for a TCK. Growing up sucks sometimes. And then sometimes I'm scared that I'll have lived here for too long and Solomon's won't be home anymore. And then what do I do?